Major, we see you in a military suit, but we are going to ask you first, how do you like Mexican food? You are here now.
I think it's one of the best spicy food that you can find around the world. It's the best food. I like the food, I like the nation. The people are very nice. It's a real experience to come and visit here in Mexico.
And where is a mayor of Israel coming to Mexico? I mean, I'm sure you didn't come just for the food and not in your military suit.
Well, I came especially for the food, but in the spare time that I'm not eating, I'm a part of a Ministry of Defense delegation that just came to Mexico to discuss homeland security matters and cyber defense matter. I myself represent the IDF, the C5I Directorate. It's the organization that's in charge of the communication, computer command control, and of course cyber defense. And one of our challenges, or one of our main ideas, is how to try to establish the proper collaboration of defending the network, or defending against cyber challenge due to the increase of cyber events around the world.
It was said that the future wars, they are not going to be made by people. You are not going to fight one against the other. You are going to fight in a computer against the other computer, like in a, I don't know, video game. Is that true? It's not going to be any more, maybe in that way they are going to be just sending missiles all around the world. But
I think it's an interesting question. I don't think it's right around the corner. I would say that it will take time, but we are surely seeing an increase attempts and success of cyber attack around the world. The cyber tool, the cyber weaponry, is theoretically is cheaper than a kinetic capability, cheaper than a missile, cheaper than a gun. You can maintain cyber tools just by Googling in the internet, and you don't need to be a scientist to provide yourself or to manufacture weaponry in the cyber domain. Again, basic tools are easy, more hold on, I'm trying to find the right word. I would say more offensive tools from a non-state actor or a national level. It will cost more money, it will take more time, but the challenge and the effect will be harder and stronger. We're seeing in the last 4 or 5 years dramatic event around the world. We're at December 2015, there was a dramatic attack in Ukraine that surprised several
innocent people.
No, not people. Several companies. The international airport was attacked by cyber tools, and everything was shut down for a few days. We're seeing banks. We're seeing Amazon in the United States are being hacked.
Facebook was just hacked also.
And it costs a lot of money. And the same challenge that we are seeing. That are being challenged in the defense domain, it affects our civil life on a daily basis. Every modern society, every modern people use smartphone, use the IT in their daily life. We're seeing it in the morning that we are waking up, that the first stage that we are doing is checking out our email, checking out our Facebook, and afterwards the refrigerator is based with IT component, and to get outside the garage you need a remote control that also with IT components. So it means that everything is working and living in the network, which means it makes theoretically life more risky regarding cyber threats.
All of this you say about cyber threats, these cyber threats or this investigation that we all are around, technology, information, data, all our data, everything is now on the net. Everybody can get in it, can help prevent terrorist attack, because when we see a terrorist attack, some they are made with a bomb, the other are made with a knife, the other were made with a car. How can cyber technology help in these cases, in Israel for example, to prevent terrorist attack or to capture the terrorist?
Cyber, the phrase cyber reflects the network, because as you mentioned, everything is running in and by the network. The communication, the information, the data, everything is in the freeway or the highway of the internet. With the proper tools, especially used by Homeland Security Agency or defense or agency like the IDF, for example, we are using tools to monitor those systems. So we'll have more intelligence regarding terror activity or unapproved activity. So with that capability, we can prevent it in advance.
Tell me something. We understand that Israel has to have a very strong security. It's surrounded with enemies. It has enemies inside. It has enemies around the world, because it's not just the borders. But when we talk about Mexico, Mexico is very peaceful. We don't have enemies all around. Maybe we have problems inside. But why do we have to have this contact with Israel about cybersecurity and security at all so much? I don't think we are going to spy Trump.
I would say that Israel is facing a lot of challenges, as you mentioned, from some organization and nation that surround us, and of course from internal threat. But cyber, or the technology threat, it doesn't matter. It doesn't always belong to terrorism, or at the end, it's always involved this way or another with terrorism. Let's. You mentioned Mexico as a country. Mexico have a large economy that is based on IT component. So the relationship with Israel can help defend better the economy of Mexico. Let's say, for example, tomorrow morning, with cyber tools, someone erase all the data of the harbor of the port of Mexico, or someone erase the data of several banks, or intercept the train company of Mexico. It's dramatic events. These are crucial infrastructure. These are infrastructure that literally operate our daily life. So because they are origin in IT component, the risk of being hacked is higher. That means that we need to work together. The issue in the cyber domain that is borderless, although it's a full operational domain, same as the sea, air, and land, is lack of border. You don't know from where you're going to be hacked or from where you're going to be attacked. For example, Israel was attacked by Hamas a few months ago. We don't really know if the origin of the attack was, okay, we know, but we can't publish it. The origin...
We are not going to publish what we are doing, exactly.
It's okay. They don't need really to operate their tools from Gaza. They can do it from Europe. They can do it from the Far East.
From Australia, from China, from Africa.
Exactly.
Now from my phone, I guess.
So this is the reason we need solid partnership. It's a global threat. We need to work side by side with a modern society, with a modern nation, against that global threat.
And tell me something. I know cybersecurity is important for a government. For us, like people, what is most important? To prevent somebody hacking Trump's account or Hillary's account or Netanyahu account or the Mossad account or I don't know, any of that accounts, or the ones that hacked Facebook, Twitter, Netflix, or the ones that hacked, I don't know, you remember this porno site that it was like huge because everybody's account was there, somebody's. What is most important and how us, like normal people, we're not thinking about the military, can prevent it.
The most important thing is education. Everything should start with the proper education. The proper education, if we'll spend the right time of educating our youth, it will reflect a decade or 2 decades afterward in our society, because they're going to be the next leaders. We are living and working and operating in the network, which means that we need to teach from the youngest age that we can, our young boys and girls, how to work and live and operate safely the network. Everything is important. You can get a lot of information by Facebook, you can get a lot of information by your email and from your bank account. If you're asking me what is most important, I would say, first of all, crucial infrastructure in the national level. These are the infrastructure that really operate. But for us as citizen, again, after I'm taking off my uniform, I'm the same citizen as you. I got kids and I got family, and I'm using the same Facebook and I'm using the same bank, and everybody using pretty much same materials. But the thing is the proper education and to use the network smartly. Don't go back. The technology is here. The technology is good. Use it safely. Change your password.
Exactly.
Don't put pictures that, or don't save your pictures on your phone. Those kind of pictures that you will be embarrassed if they will be published. Think smartly. If you behave smartly, you won't face any cyber challenge.
I was going to ask you 3 tips to have cybersecurity in our lives. But you already said one. Change your password. I think you have to have a password in your cell phone. I don't have it, etc. You have to have. Don't put that much. What would be your 3 most important 5 tips?
The top 5 regarding cyber defense is, first of all, the proper education, how to use the network. Second is know what kind of application do you use. Don't download unknown applications. Third, don't put sensitive information that you want to be embarrassed or you don't want to be ashamed of. Back up your information. Try to back up your information
In the net or in the cloud or in a...
Again, you can operate a personal cloud that will be disconnected from the net, but it still be a local cloud. You can have your own storage facility that is being plugged, same as by flash drive, being plugged to your computer. Download your impersonal thing, your family pictures, etc., and then disconnect it and do this event frequently. Once a month, plug your hard drive, copy all your new pictures, and save it. And I think the 5th, social media. When you're using or in the social media, think twice before accepting a friendship from someone. Know who are your friends and ask the proper questions. Sometimes the picture doesn't really represent the person that's standing behind. If a friend is asking you for a friendship in the social media, call him and make sure that he really asks. And you don't need to do it every time, but do it once in a while to make sure that you're connecting to the right people, because it's a free rate of information and you don't really know who is standing behind you.
Thank you very much.
No problem.